Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Tarps Off. I'm doing a review for the January 23rd NHL Games. So we're going to start off with San Jose and the Rangers. Rangers. Start off with Adam Fox scores at 7:55 of the first from Alexei Lafreniere and Vincent Trocheck. Second period, Panarin gives them a 2-0 lead at 1:38 from Adam Fox and Keandre Miller. Third period, Nico Sturm scores unassisted for the Sharks at 2:19. 4:27 of the third, Carpenter scores from Ruda and Zadina. And then in overtime, Thomas Hertl scores from Jan Ruda and Barabanov at 1:29 to give the Sharks a 3-2 lead or 3-2 win in overtime over the Rangers. So that was surprising, I guess, at least. So Sharks take that one 3-2. Sabres and Ducks. So in the first period, Jakob Silfverberg scores from Rekha Gudis and Cam Fowler at 5:51. Sam Carrick will then score at 3:37 from Zellweger, his first NHL game, I believe, and Troy Terry on the power play. At 4:30, Silfverberg scores again from Mason McTavish. Third period, Greenaway scores for the Sabres at 14:41 from Rasmus Dahlin and Dylan Cousins on the power play. Then Kyle Posto scores at 17:04 from Tage Thompson and Jordan Greenaway. Adam Henrique would then score at 18:51 from Frank Bertrand and Cam Fowler into the empty net. And the Ducks take that one 4-2. So California team's having a good night so far. I'm not sure what happened with LA, if they even played last night, and they didn't. So, yeah, California team's winning both their games. Blue Jackets and Oilers, another result, pretty much the same. First period, 7:30, Fogle scores from Kane and Nurse on the power play. 15:25, Veronikov scores from Kent Johnson. Second period, there's no scoring. Third period, Kane scores from Fogle and Hopkins, or Nugent Hopkins, whatever, at 4:53. McDavid scores from Draisaitl and Ceci at 5:48. And then at 15:36, Holloway scores from Brown and Kulak. Oilers take that 4-1 and move their winning streak to 14 now. Yeah. Still unhappy about that, but can't be too mad about it. Minnesota and Washington. In the first period, Brock Faber scores for the Wild at 1:37 from Zuccarello and Rossi. Foligno would score from Boldy and Eriksson Ek at 4:42. Second period, Marcus Johansson scores to give them a 3-0 lead at 6:28 from Zach Bogosian. Matha would score at 10 minutes from Kuznetsov and Ferrovari to put the Capitals on the board. Third period, Eriksson Ek scores his first of the game at 1:37 from Foligno and Brodin. Johansson would score his second from Hartman and Maroon at 13:39. 17:03, TJ Oshie adds one for the Capitals from Carlson and Pacioretty on the power play. And then Mantha scores from Linston and Dowd at 18:24. The Wild take that one 5-3. Dallas and Detroit. In the first period, Jamie Benn opens up the scoring from Jason Robertson and Thomas Harley on the power play at 3:24. David Perron will answer for the Red Wings at 14:33 from Gosh Despair and Raymond on the power play. DeBrincat would add another one for the Red Wings at 16:53 from Daniel Sprong on the power play. Martin would score 22 seconds into the second period from Duchesne and Sagan. Ruben Hintz score at 4:35 from Johnson and Harley. Lindell would add another one for the Stars at 11:40 from Wyatt Johnson and Ruben Hintz. And then Ruben Hintz would score from Wyatt Johnson at 15:12 to put the Red Wings up by 3. That seems right. Yeah, anyways, third period, 11:28, Dylan Larkin scores from Raymond on the power play. And then JT Kauf would score from DeBrincat and Larkin at 16:46, falling just short. The Dallas Stars take that one 5-4. Tampa Bay and Philadelphia. The first period, Braden Point opens up the scoring. That's 22nd of the year from Maxwell Crozier. Hope that sounds right. At 1:46. 18:45, Kucherov scores from Hagel and Radish. 2:24 the second, Kucherov scores again from Point and Stamkos on the power play. Atkinson would add one for the Flyers at 9:56 from Farabee and Walker. Drysdale would then score his, I believe, first with the Flyers at 14:04 from Morgan Frost and Cam Atkinson on the power play. Anisimov would score at 17:42 from Kucherov and Hedman on the power play to give the Lightning a 2-goal lead. York would score at 42 seconds of the third period from Morgan Frost to put them back within one. Brendan Hagel would score at 19 minutes from Cirelli and Dehan into the empty net. And then Kucherov would score his hat-trick goal in 1949 from Cirelli and Perbix into the empty net. So that's, a 6-3 win for Tampa. Moving on to Ottawa and Montreal. In the first period, really great scores for the Ottawa Senators at 7:45 from Brandstrom and Norris shorthanded. Sanderson will score from Artem Zub and Tim Stützle at 8:26 for the first. Second period, Shane Pinto scoring his first of the year at 6:22 from Clyde Drew. Third period at 12:31, Kovacevic scores from Caulfield and Suzuki. And then Matthew just will score unassisted into the empty net at 17:33. The Sens take that one 4-1. Moving on to the Blues and the Flames. In the first period, Mackenzie Weegar scores at 11:38 from Rasmus Anderson and Adam Kadri. Brandon Saad would score at 8:27 from Colton Parenko and Nick Leddy. Hannafin scored 11:13 from Sharangovich and Tanev, former Canuck. Sharangovich would score one of his own from Huberdeau and Lindholm at 12:11. Bradenshine would score at 12:13 unassisted shorthanded to put the Red Wings back within one. Third period of 6:56, Kyrou would tie it up for Robert Thomas and Nick Leddy. And then Brandon Saad would score the game winner at 19:12 from Parenko and Leddy to give St. Louis a 4-3 win. They're coming to Vancouver tonight, so it'll be a back-to-back, helps the Canucks. Anyways, Vegas and the Islanders. So in the first period, Ivan Barbashev scores from Alex Pietrangelo at 11:52. Second period at 3:35, Brock Nelson scores from Renav and Dobson. At 7:18, Sheldon Rempel scores from Nick Waugh and Alex Pietrangelo on the power play. Then Nick Waugh scores his first at 9:07 from Marchessault and Barbashev. And then Pajot scores from Holmstrom and Pelech shorthanded at 9:26 in the third. That would be enough. Vegas takes it 3-2. So that's it for January 23rd. Hey, like if you liked it, subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you guys for review of tonight's games tomorrow. Adios.